Hey guys, it's Derry from the Rainbow Witch's Colorful Cottage, and I'm here to do another catch-up video on this 31 Days of Witchcraft. These things tend to get away from me because real life and online school and errands and when it's husband's day off and, we just kind of tend to do life and it's just like, it's crazy. So I'm here to do days 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So, here we go. This might be a long one. I hope not. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I'm loving the few little bits of feedback I'm getting. Please comment. Please let me know if you like it or have any questions. Because that's one thing I really love is I love the feedback. I love interacting with my subscribers. So, alrighty guys, here we go. This is question number 18 is, do you use herbs and crystals in your personal practice? If so, which are your favorites and why? Anybody who knows me knows that I do use herbs and crystals in most of my practice. I create things that I use herbs and crystals in, like my altar candles, my crystal grids. I do a lot of those. And anybody who knows me knows that I am a rainbow freak. Can't tell at all. So any crystal that has a rainbow flash to it, sorry about that. I kind of live on a highway, so it's very noisy and there's lots of semis going by. So, any of like the aura quartz, titanium rainbow aura quartz, labradorite, rainbow moonstone, anything that has a rainbow flash to it, I'm all about it. Gimme, 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 because I'm on it. And I love all my herbs. I definitely use my herbs because I do create lots of different types of loose incenses, and I've noticed that with my loose incenses, I can't use the stick incenses. I can't use the commercially made incenses anymore. They are just way too icky. They instantly give me a headache now. And that's the nice thing with loose incenses is that you can create your own, and you can create, your intention. You put the herbs that you want and the smells that you want into it. And it's, it teaches you, about herbs and oils and resins, just doing the process. And everybody's like, I don't have herbs, or I'm afraid to use the herbs that I have. Get in there and use them. Play with them. How are you going to learn if you're not willing to play with the stuff that you have? That's my best advice, is play with what you have. Get used to it. If you're afraid of your tarot decks or your oracle, get in there and learn them. Play with them. Use them. Get them out every day and look at the cards and figure out what they mean to you. Don't rely on the book. Don't. Okay, so that was a long-winded roundabout way. Question number 19 is, how did you come to your personal path? My personal path was just kind of something that was always here. I guess it's just because, as I said, I am a Christian witch. And I came to it because I was raised in the church till I was 12. And then from 12 till, again, recently, I was around all of these creative people. Theater people, artists, musicians, dancers, hippies, so it was like I grew up around that. I grew up in the 70s, so it was like a lot of that going on, and I just wanted more. I knew there was more out there than just God. I knew I had to find something that was deeper. And through friends and mentors and who I like to call teachers, I discovered that it was actually really rather seamless to at least for me, it was rather seamless to take the teachings that I've learned in church, not so much from the Bible, but from church, the sermons, the stuff like that, the things that I hold dear to, and just blend them in with my wild crafting and my meditations and my nature stuff. I mean, it was, and everybody's like, well, how do you do it? And I said, well, you think about it. God created all of this. How is it wrong? And I've said this in many of my videos. How is it wrong that we take what God has gifted us in nature, the plants, the flowers, the herbs, and use those to heal people and heal ourselves and cleanse our home and cleanse our, how is that wrong? How is that evil? How is that, and I don't, when I have a question in the Bible, I dig deeper. I don't just take the Bible at face value, which a lot of people do. I will, if something doesn't sit with me, I will research it and research it and research it and dig deeper and figure out why I'm offended by it. Where can I, why do I question this? Why is it, so that's just me though. Question number 21 is, what does the term sacrifice mean to you in your personal practice? Sometimes you have to sacrifice in order to grow. Sacrificing things that no longer serve you, be it principles of your practice, be it books, be it tools, be it people, be it mindsets, be it doctrinations, just witchcraft, as I've said, is a practice. And that's why I like being a solitary witch, is because I can pick and choose, and I like being an eclectic solitary because I can pick and choose from certain paths that I like and that I find interesting and blend them in with my path. I love Buddhism. I love Hinduism. I love Santeria. I love voodoo. I love hoodoo. I love granny magic. I'm just starting. I'm a brand new baby witch in terms of granny magic, or Appalachian granny magic. I've got a dear friend of mine, Autumn, that's where her practice lies. And it's just kind of fun learning from her and things like that. So, but yeah, it's not a bad, sacrifice doesn't always have to be a bad thing, because in the end, yes, it might hurt at the time, but in the end, what you sacrificed has helped you to grow and sprout and flourish into something you never thought you could be. And sacrifice for me is when people tell me I can't, guess what? I'm going to show you I can. Don't tell me I can't, because I can and I will. And finally, question number 22 is, ancestor worship a part of your personal practice? Why or why not? Not really. I do honor my ancestors, I guess. I don't know. In our home, we have a picture table. That's what it was when I was growing up. That's what it is in our home now. And it is just a family. It's just a table that's got framed photos of our family on it. And above it is a picture of my dad, who recently passed away 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in October. But yeah, I guess I kind of is, I don't honor them every ritual or every, time I do a spell or whatever, but they're, I thank them and I offer things to them when I can, and I do ancestor worship when it's, my mom and dad's anniversary, my mom's birthday, if I can, my dad's birthday. I usually can't my dad's birthday because it's usually the middle of winter, because his birthday is December 20th, so it's kind of hard to get down to the cemetery. But their anniversary, their birthdays, the day of their deaths, I do try to go down and sit with their grave and do a ritual with them, or just sit there and talk to them and light a candle for them and remember them and leave them offerings that, because the way my parents' gravestones are, is it goes my grandmother, my dad, my mom, and her mom. It's just the way, it worked out. So when I do go down to the cemetery, I like to leave them offerings of things that they like. Like my grandmother loved chocolate, so I will leave her a chocolate bar. My dad was a gin drinker. I'll leave him a shot of Tanqueray. My mom was, I hate doing this, but you know what? I know she missed it. My mom smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day for a long time. She died of COPD, but in the last 10 years of her life, she couldn't smoke because she was on a feeding tube, because they had to remove the back part of her tongue so she couldn't swallow anymore. But, so I will leave her favorite cigarette, because that was one thing, even on her deathbed, she wanted the cigarettes. And then with my granny bird, I will leave her a myriad of things. I will leave her favorite whiskey. I could leave her a fun little picture of a fabric sample that I used, or, because she was a costume designer. So, I just do silly little things like that. So, but it's not a daily practice. It's not something I do daily. But yes, I guess I do some on certain days when it calls for it. So, alrighty guys, that was a long video for me. That was almost 12 minutes, but I love you all, and everybody have a great day. Bye guys!